is Daki, spelled Darki, and then a double A. I'm so happy and excited to be in your faces again. This is the midday edition of Gospel Life News. A lot is happening. Davido versus Dami Crane and all of that is coming to play, and then we are seeing Davido friends like Peruzzi all coming forth to show concern as it concerns Davido and Dami Crane. Welcome once again to Gospel Life News. By the way, we've made major updates for you guys talking about our fans. You can now stream us live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever channel is comfortable for you. Just go there. You can now have us live on your screen this moment as we speak. Once again, welcome to Gospel Life News. We begin the news with no other person than the man, the moment, the myth himself, talking about Burna Boy, an amazing guy who obviously is doing good for himself. Of course, we saw Burna Boy, I told them, album spending his ninth week on the New Zealand album charts at number 32 for this week. An amazing one. This week is the ninth week, and this album is doing good numbers in different regions of the world. At the same time, we saw Love That Meaning album have just surpassed 940 million streams, about 60 million streams shy away of 1 billion. We say congratulations to Burna Boy, because we know before the year runs out, if not a billion, but then should be very, very close to a billion stream. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy, Tony and Sin, which had Popcorn on the project, have just surpassed 23 million streams on Spotify, and then Burna Boy, Cloak and Dagger with J.Os just surpassed 22 million stream, and obviously Burna Boy Science have just surpassed 18 million stream on Spotify. J.Os, Burna Boy Play have also surpassed 76 million stream on Spotify, and then Burna Boy Wild Dreams featuring Khalid just surpassed 28 million stream on Spotify. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy is now the fifth most viewed African artist on YouTube. He surpassed Hassan Shakosh with Hassan has about 2.43 billion. Burna Boy now has 2.44 billion views on YouTube, and then he remains the most viewed artist in the sub-Saharan Africa. Massive congratulations to Burna Boy. We saw Justin Bieber and Burna Boy Loved by You just surpassed 100 million streams on Spotify. Burna Boy extends his record as the artist, or as the African artist, to have the most song reach this milestone, 100 million stream. He has done that 12 times, and that's about 1.2 billion basically. Plus, he has done that 12 times, and it's an amazing one. Seeing Burna Boy breaking the ground running for the DSP called Spotify. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy have just surpassed 7 million followers on Spotify, and he is the most followed African artist on the platform, Spotify. At the same time, we saw Burna Boy, I Told Them album have sold over 44.1 thousand units in the UK. Recall that I Told Them is the latest project from Burna Boy. Moving on, we saw over the weekend, Burna Boy and Fino were seen linking up in Lagos. Fino is an amazing guy, obviously, of course, friends to almost everyone in the industry. Talk about Lamide, talk about Flavor. He is friends to almost everyone. And this time we saw him and Burna Boy linking up, and it was an amazing time seeing two great giants of the industry doing themselves a good bromance. And the industry will strive for that when we have a lot of love and energy and relationship in the industry, and it's good to see these two guys doing that for the culture and obviously for African music. We saw Burna Boy on his way to Phoenix Space. We saw the convoy he took out. Trust me, one of the best convoy in Lagos. Obviously, a convoy that included his Rolls Royce, his Ferrari, and his Maybach Benz, and a couple of other chariots of vehicles. Burna Boy surely has one of the best convoys in Nigeria. Moving on, we have Davido as the next guy on the news. We saw for Davido, the top 5 Davido most streamed songs so far for the year 2023 in Spotify. We have Unavailable with number 1, leading the pack. Then we have Eva Longoria with number 2. We have Feel with 3, Kante with 4, and obviously Electricity with 5. Then we saw Ozuna, a song Eva Longoria with Davido. Was ranked 7 on the Spanish weekly chart top 40, and the song has spent 15 weeks on the chart. It peaked at number 1, and it is the first song without the video to hit number 1 on the chart in the year 2023. Moving on, we saw Spain enter the top 5 countries with the highest airplay for Davido for the year 2023. with over 5,000 spin and up to 1.15 in 2023. It's still the number one country with the highest in the month of October and aiming for over 1.5 thousand spin this month. Moving on, we saw Eva Longoria is now aiming for 3 platinum in Spain after making sales of over 150,000 units, which means for Spain, 50,000 units makes a platinum, and it just shows that Davido with Mozuna are doing a good job on that project called Eva Longoria. Moving on, we saw all versions of Aya Aya have surpassed 230,000 stream on Jenny Music. It says Davido first song to hit 200,000 on the platform, and recall that Jenny Music is only available in South Korea. At the same time, Davido currently has 3 videos charting under YouTube trending global charts. We have Sensational, we have Feel, the orchestral version, and then we have Feel, the original version. Moving on, we saw Feel is now number 1 on Trace Africa channel playlist, named the E30. This is the ranking of the 30 biggest hits of the moment, and of the top 30, Davido Feel is currently sitting at number 1. We saw further conversations that as it concerns Davido and Abu Salami, we saw someone coming out to show receipts of Davido actually begging for money, and then the ship's claim shows that it came out to say, see private chats, evidence here of Davido begging Abu Salami for money, 4.5 million naira, to pay for his hotel accommodation in Lagos. Yet they want to bully the young man. If he denies, I will post the bank statement. And the conversation went further of Davido saying, please pay my 4.5 million. And then he asked David saying, which bank, GT or so. But regardless, the money was sent, and he said Davido was begging. Recall that in the fast-paced technological world, a lot can be fascinated. So this might just be one of those stuff. But regardless, it's a conversation that we should take serious. And then we saw where he came out to say it's almost 2 days. Davido no fit post for Twitter X again. As far as his name, this matter is far from over. For 1 full month, Davido go be like generator for my hand. I have evidence that will last for at least 2 months if I post one every day. Evidence, Japa. Then he went on to say, my phone done the out seriously as I dey block blind Davido supporters. I want switch go laptop. The target is 5,000 in 72 hours. I want to sacrifice 20,000 of my followers to block industry in 15 days. I will still have 170,000 plus followers after flushing out the idiot. He called Davido fans idiot at the time. We saw David Crane after he came out to say OBO, that's OBO, the O means OWE. After he came out to say we was going to be dropping the music very soon. And we saw Peruzzi, one of Davido associates, come out to say, this one no sweet. Now my life jaga jaga you supposed do Olodo. And then David Crane response to that was, Peru, you never para rich. Rich man picking go think say Peru in a house boy. Actually he is Otun Low Doya. Okay, so he claimed that at the point we saw far back ago, it was said allegedly that Peruzzi was the one who slept with Davido's wife at the time. So somebody everywhere. And then Damikre went back to say Davido right-hand man who slept with his boss wife. Is this true? Report about it that that's false, but then Damikre is bringing it back again. And then he said, I will come back to you, Peruzzi, after I don't finish with your Oga OBO. And then we saw people coming out to unearth more conversations that prove that Davido did his part of the bargain. We saw Davido on adverts where he was advertising the deal that belongs to Abu Salami, and he did a lot, posting it back to back, having video shoots for them, promoting the show and all of that. So where has he gone wrong? Abu Salami needs to give explanations to all of this. Then we saw Davido's lawyer talking about Bobo, popularly known as Prince. Okay, Prince, but popularly known as Bobo, where he came out to say, see what I have to deal with. Now, this is Prince coming out to cry. See what I have to deal with. After they threaten him, they threaten me back. God, how you bring me call me this kind of stubborn person? I literally pictured him live on IG shouting and busting out, laughing, even in my anger. And then there was a conversation between Prince and Davido where Prince said, I dey go change password, make we all reset. The prayer done too much. And Davido said, if you try it, I will go live on IG. And then Prince said, laughing, David, are you crazy? With the laughing emoji. Moving on from that, we have Rema as the next guy on the news. We saw Rema rises to number 12 on the global digital artist ranking chart, with Nigeria as top country, peaking at number 8. Moving on, we saw Rema Ravage EP spent 2 consecutive days at number 1 in Benin, Cameroon, Ghana, Kenya, Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Tanzania, and Uganda Apple Music album chart, the Ravage EP. Moving on, we saw Rema Ravage recorded 957,378 streams in Nigeria on its first day. It is the biggest first-day stream for an EP on Spotify in Nigeria. At the same time, we saw lyrics video to all 5 songs from Ravage EP have just surpassed 100,000 views each on YouTube. Also, since the launch of Spotify Nigeria in the year 2022, Rema has recorded 5 career number 1 hits in the country, with 4 solo number 1 hits. The hits include Calm Down number 1, Diamond number 1, Holiday 1, Charm 1, and then D&D also at number 1. Rema has recorded 10 career number 1 hits on Apple Music Nigeria, 8 solo number 1 hits, and then the songs include Maybe number 1, Bounce number 1, Dimension number 1, Soundgasm number 1. All of these are on Apple Music. Calm Down 1, Diamond 1, Addicted 1, Holiday 1, Charm 1, and D&D number 1. Rema Ravage EP recorded 1.7 million streams in the first day of release on Spotify, and that is the biggest opening day for any African EP. All the tracks include Don't Leave with 508,000 streams, D&D with 358,000 streams, Troublemaker with 321,000 streams, Smooth Criminal with 283,000 streams, and Red Portion with 266,000 streams. Moving on, we saw the Ravage EP peaks at 16 on the second day on the worldwide Apple Music album chart. Currently sitting at number 16 is an amazing one for Nigeria, Afrobeats, and Rema itself. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one, and trust when I say this, we'll catch you guys on the very, very next one. Please stay safe, guys, and always remember, you have to be very careful. I love you guys so much. Have fun at work.